So Shadrach, so tell us about Romania. How is Romania here? I don't know if it is Cluj or it is the capital or it is, what is this? Tell us.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, Father. Here in Romania, we live together as brothers.
So this is the Orthodox Teachers College, and the social arts, social sciences and art school, as well as the teacher education college. And here we offer scholarships to students from especially vulnerable and poor families, but also some of them who are able to pay for themselves, who can pay subsidized fees. And the idea is if you uplift the lives of people by offering them a course post their secondary and high school education, they are able then to be employed or to employ themselves and to get a job. So this institution here was initiated for that. Next to the college is a huge chapel, and this is the main chapel of the college, but also as well as it's the main chapel that our children from the St. Clement Primary School and Junior School come to fellowship 3 days a week. They have services here. They are taught catechism from here, church music. Some are Orthodox, some are not. Some of them are not even Christians, but eventually some of them end up becoming Orthodox, or some of them still stay in whatever religion they belong to. But then they come to know God in a very special way. I'll show you now the primary school after this. Okay. So this is St. Clement Primary School. It has a preschool, the kindergarten, the primary school, and then the junior secondary school. The school was started, first of all, as a feeding program. Because St. Clement Primary School started as a feeding program. Originally, the kids from around came because they were hungry. And they found a place where they were given food every time they came, and often also some food to take home with them. And from there, story by story, then the idea was, if all these kids keep coming here, even during school days, what happens to them? It means they're not going to school. So then the church, through the Archbishop, decided to offer them education. And because we had a teachers training college already, then it was imperative and easy to initiate a school. From there, then it started with the first classes, kindergarten of the preschool, primary, the pre-primary school, and then story by story, the primary school was formed. And today we have also the junior secondary school. The only place, the only thing is most of the kids who come here and they need to go to high school. Some of them have parents who can take them to school, but those who don't have, then the church again offers them funds and opportunities to study in our Orthodox high schools. One of the other thing that happens here is originally the kids need school uniforms, they need books, textbooks and writing books, but also they need food. So there are 2 meals that are offered every single day. At around 10 a.m. there is breakfast that is constituted of good food, because some of them have had breakfast or some of them have not. And then there is lunch that is a heavy lunch, because some of them may not have dinner eventually. So, and sometimes there is also food to take home so that the other kids at home can do that. The girls need sanitary towels, they get them from here. Then the other needs that may come up. So usually we depend on this school with funding from well-wishers, and we pray and hope that you can find people who would be interested to support our cause and our ministry here in this philanthropic primary school that is based at the headquarters of the Orthodox Church in Nairobi. Thank you.
Total have like how many?
About 500 kids are here. They are from different classes, Every level has 2 classes each, and we have about how many levels? About 9, 10, 11 levels. And then from here, then they will go to high school from here for 3 years, and then from high school, then they go to a university. Some of them, or after the high school, may end up in the college here.
Also, all the compound has, you said 5,000.
Yes, the schools here, we have the technical school, which I'll show you in a bit, and then we have the primary school and the college and the seminary. So we have about 5,000 students and pupils who come every single day through these gates and then out. Some of them are residents and some of them end up going home, like the kids you see going home now.
And also the priests, they end up being priests all over.
Yes. I will show you the seminary, and we will talk more about the seminary, which holds students from all over the continent. Yeah, thank you.
How are you? Mambo?
Is the Orthodox Health Center, that is the health institution that takes care of the 5,000 residents of these institutions that surround here. The technical school that we see, the college, the primary school, and the seminary. So if anyone is sick among the staff or the students, this is where they come. This was donated by the Lions Club in Cyprus, and from there it's been very helpful. We have dental care, we have maternal care also for the local people, and we also have health care also for the local people. Highly subsidized for outsiders, but free for the people from around here. So usually we need doctors, we need nurses, and we have healthcare practitioners who come sometimes during the summer to come and help and aid. Some people bring medicine, and some people also offer us items that we need then to take care of the people here. A technical school, Paramount Chief Kenyei Technical School, was started was built together with the seminary. Originally, it was started as a department, an external skills department of the seminary. But then, after the seminary was opened in 1982, this institution was open also to outsiders, not just for the seminarians. And from there, the government now takes care of a lot of the students who also come and study here. Usually it's a highly subsidized education. It's technical skills. Usually it's between, some people come for 2 months, 3 months courses, some people for 6 months courses, 1 year, 2 years, and the maximum about 3 years courses. And from here, they can be engineers, they can be technicians of electricity or mechanical engineers or any other skills that is a technical course. We have about between 3,000 to 4,000 students, not just from Kenya, but from East and Central African region, and play sports or to have their creative arts. The school here, therefore, offers that. So this field you see here with people playing, some of them are students, some of them are outsiders. And a lot of times the primary schools within the area, the kindergartens within the area, they bring their students, and high schools that don't have a playing field, they bring their students here because it's free. As far as you're utilizing it for sports and health and other activities, no one will disturb you. So a lot of here utilize this field for their own time because the houses are very squeezed and there is no land where people can really do their creative activities. But I wanted you to take a picture of them when they are in there. Hi Ted, how are you? You're well? Good. I brought our brother, Father Victor from Romania, and I want him to see a few things. Can you put the lights? The lights. The lights. that we kiss it, and we kiss your hands. From Romania to all of you. He's leaving, so but I wanted him to. He works for. You can have a seat for a minute. He works for an organization. A little bit late. We wanted to come and be part of you here this evening, but here we are, and we are really with the rest of our clergy as well as our students. So this is Macarie's III-Patriarchal Seminary. Macarie's III-Patriarchal Seminary was established in the 60s when Bishop of Cyprus, Macarius III, the president of Cyprus, came to Africa. And as he was coming to Africa, he really did not come voluntarily. He was exiled by the British colonial government. And as he passed through Kenya, he realized that there were Orthodox faithfuls, not just Greeks, but locals. Because the Orthodox Church here in Kenya was really started by the local Africans, not any missionary from outside Africa. Actually, they started in a special way that we'll talk about later. But then after, he sent his envoys, and with time, he managed to establish a seminary. This is actually the fourth seminary, if we can say, here in Kenya. But really, it is the apex of the seminaries in the entire continent of Africa, because the Orthodox theological education has been taught here from 1982. Originally, it was just meant for the East Africans, 3 countries at that moment: Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. Today, Eastern Africa is a little bit bigger than that, and Ethiopia. And then slowly by slowly, now since 1995, it's become the main seminary for the entire continent of Africa, for the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Alexandria and all Africa. We have over 10 professors that are always teaching here at each and every time. And now, except one who is the Archbishop, who's been here for over 40 years, the rest are actually usually from Eastern Africa. For right now, we have about 73 students. And previously, usually we have about between 50 and 100 students. This has been our range for all the years. It depends with the timings, because the education here is given free of charge. You pay nothing, you don't bring anything. You bring yourself, you bring your passion and love for theology and the church, and a promise that you will serve the church in whatever capacity that you feel called into. A lot of our students have become bishops of the Patriarchate of Alexandria, priests, and also catechists and readers and chanters of our church. Unfortunately, for right now, we don't have female students because we can only afford very few scholarships for our students. But we hope that we can have more, because many dioceses that keep being established here in Africa need a lot of priests, but you can only take 1 or 2 students from each diocese to come. For example, here in Kenya, we have about over 500 priests and 4 dioceses. But still, if you look at the seminary, most of them are Kenyans, because the Kenyan church still needs more priests, and it's the largest church for the entire continent. But also other dioceses, go to Burundi, go to Rwanda, go to Southern Sudan, which are pretty newly established dioceses, they still need priests. Where can they go to school? This is the only school in the entire continent, and we can only take as many as we can. We pray and hope that we can find well-wishers who can support His Eminence Bishop Macarius, who has been our father and shepherd, as well as the main rector of the seminary. And we hope that we can get aid to continue ministering through theological education in the African continent. Our students now will sing for us a song, one extra liturgical one and one liturgical song, and then we can call it a day. Please.
na upendo wako Bwana, o Bwana, niumiane na upendo wako, na upendo wako Bwana, na huruma zako Bwana, na upendo wako
Jump, jump. So this is a song about asking the Holy Spirit to come in love and abide in us. The next song is about it is truly meet to praise you the Theotokos, sung in Swahili, ni wajibu. Thank you so much. Thank you. These people who served the seminary for quite some time, or people who were instrumental in the seminary, are buried at the back of the chapel. And then here are the seminary offices, the dean, the registrar, and then the faculty members have offices here. And then we have an entertainment room for the students, as well as the dining, because every day the students have services between 6 up to 8 every day in the morning. And then from there they have breakfast at the dining. And then after that they go to the classes up to 2. Then they have lunch. After that, then they have to go to the college or to the technical school for some other courses or elsewhere. And then in the evening at 5:30, they have to come back for the evening service every day. From there, then they have just a little bit of break, because at 7, then supper will be served, a joint supper. And in the evenings, there is also some reading sometimes of holy texts or something. And then there is a speech either from the deans, one of the deans, or the Archbishop himself. Usually he dines with the students. And then after that, they have the library hours. Then lights off, it's around 11. And then again, the day starts. So usually it's a full round. And you come here for 9 months, from September until the graduation of the final class that happens at the end of June or at the end of May or early June every year. I'll show you now the dining. For now, what we have done is compressed all the coursework that is supposed to be done within 3 years. But really, the load is for 5 years. The work that they do is supposed to be for 5 years because it's the practicals of the chapel as well as the theological courses. Usually in other schools it would be like 5 years, but here we do it within 3 years to reduce the costs, meaning that the student then have to do more coursework than it would be in other schools.
It's also free, yes.
Yes, we are
It's a good
offered now. For the first year, these are the courses. And then the second year and the third year. Yep. And then that's the timetable of the students, the clergy who are serving.
So, in general, what are the courses?
What?
What are the courses, like the main one, which are the most important?
All of them are important, of course, but then we have different departments. The practical theology department, and then the historical department, the philosophical department, and then we have the systematic theology department, biblical studies, all of this, and the pastoral theology departments. All of them are encompassed within the timetable. This is our dining hall. It's already arranged. Yes, and then that's the entertainment section where they have the TV and everything. That's the kitchen of the seminary.
Who is cooking?
We have all professional cooks who cook. The students are not involved in the cooking because in Kenya, the system of handling food must follow the public health rules. Yes, the students are absolutely not allowed into the kitchen. Only people who deal with the food get there. Yeah.
I was thinking in other countries who do like voluntary work. Yeah.
Not here. You cannot. The rules in Kenya do not allow for people who do not have the accreditation for that. All our students sleep in the dormitories. So, I don't know if we have a Romanian name. I don't think we have a Romanian. Do we have? Yes, we have. I'll show you the Romanian dormitory. Actually, when I was here in the school, Antioch was always my dormitory because I was a priest. So we have called them by ancient cities, and I will walk with you. And then we'll see the Romanian one. Care of the students stays here with them. Yes, usually the deputy dean, usually. So we have Russia. I don't know if there is war here or not. We have Cyprus. So here we are, Father. You are welcome to Romania. I don't know and it is near Greece. It doesn't matter where you are on the... And usually there is a number, at least of the students who stay in one dormitory, about between 6 and 8 students in every dormitory, because the idea is to build collegiality. Can we come in? Yes. So who is the head of the dormitory here?
This one.
Okay, so Shadrach. So tell us about Romania. How is Romania here? I don't know if it is Cluj or it is the capital or it is, what is this? Tell us.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, Father. Here in Romania, we live together as brothers, and actually, this is the best dormitory compared to the others, since we have that brotherhood within. We are cooperating together. Thank you.
Very good, very good. So you say you can speak some Romanian here, Father. They will understand, I'm hoping so.
Bravo.
Yes.
But can
Yes. In the also a computer class, but they are locked now because so this is historic. Yes. And then yeah. Okay. Yeah, in Constantinople. So usually we have all the autocephalous churches as the dormitory names. I'll show you the classes. The technical school. The technical school, yes.
like renovated or no?
Yeah, these are new, and the church has just built these ones because the students are so many and they need the space. So there is kind of a boundary because our students are male and most of the students on the other side are female. So yeah, and we want to make sure that we treasure those who want to be monks, but also those who want to be married. They have an opportunity also. So here are our classes. Our students have about 1.5 hours of each lesson, and this is the final year. So they start from the first year, the second year, and this is the third year. And the classes look alike. What are the lights? So usually every class has about what? 26 students, so around there usually, because now we are 73 students, so almost all of them are the same number. I don't know what the president has to say. President, what do you think about the lessons and the professors? What do you think?
For here is our last the semester, and we are grateful for the lecturers that you have here. They built us not only for Emilians, he gave back to us.
What has been your best course so far? Don't say mine because I'm asking, but what has been really, genuinely, what has excited you? What's the best course?
It is the Kenyei because it has a project that you have to have a project that which is realistic. When you did here, what you can go and help the community around you and the people, because you use the things that you have in your home area or hometown that can be impactful to the rest of the community.
What about you, who is in the second year?
Yeah.
In the second, the class master, yes. So tell us, what's your best course so far at the seminary?
Actually, my best course is in the agonia of the development, because if we get the reality, we go, when we get out here, we'll go and be with our communities and our parishioners, especially the local one, is where we go. Apart from learning how the mission of child, again, we have to learn how they live their real life situation.
Okay, what about
A first year student. My base is church administration. Since I came, about the church administration, the way, the rules and regulation, then about some of these sacraments are well explained, like of baptism and how to conduct them. Thank you.
All right, very good, very good. So Masai, come. About 46 tribes? You have all 46 tribes. One of them is very, very unique, globally known by many people. because of how special it is, and we have someone from that community, the Maasai community, and tell us a little bit about what you expect to do to the community and as a future priest in the Mare community.
Yes. First, my name is Johannes Shonko. I came from Kajara Community, a place called Ewaso. And then in our place, we have one parish, that is Holy Nativity. And we have two priests, one who is working in Nairobi, and the other one in the parish there in Ewaso. And what I'm doing now as a current seminarian, I used to go and teach them about the orthodoxy, the catechism that I get from my lecturers here. So about now the future, I would like to be a priest and also assist the catechism. And also after I finish here, because if I left right now, I have 2 months here. So I'm trying to think about how I go to establish new missions about in my side, because we have many villages, and so that they will also have the orthodoxy in our places. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So this is where we hold and keep our guests, those people who visit or those people who teach here at the seminary or who want to serve as missionaries in Kenya. This is where they stay. At the moment, we have an iconography project because most of our churches have either icons written in Greek, and sometimes there is no translation. So right now, as you can see, the words in English are also put together with the Greek one, and then most of the new parishes don't have icons. Therefore, these icons are utilized and they are sent to the parishes. So many bishops actually come with a car, and then they carry a lot of them, and also they are taught how to do it on their own. And this is one of the newest saints of our church, Saint Chrysostom the Apostle of Africa, who was a priest here in Kenya. He was at the seminary before this seminary was founded. The previous seminary, he was there. He was one of the teachers as well as one of the missionaries in that seminary before he went to Congo, where he passed on, and he was just glorified. He was from Greece. He's from Greece in Asia Minor. Yeah, and these are the other icons. Yeah. So these are the rooms where our visitors stay. There is a kitchen, and there is a dining for them, and then there is a laundry space, and also some store to keep some of these items that are based here. Now we'll go to the library right before the lights. This is my most favorite place in the seminary. After the chapel, this is the best place, because then the knowledge and the thing that make people to come to the seminary is all found here. No worries. So this is our library, and it keeps growing. Of course, we need a lot of assistance in terms of current books, if there are possibilities, because usually our books come from the US and the UK, and buying them and bringing them all the way here, it's quite expensive. So our book, let's say that is $20. By the time it comes here, it's like $50, if not $70. So that becomes quite expensive, but we have to do it. We have to do it. Although the digital aspects exist now, we are not able to have a digital database because of, again, expense. If at all one day we'll have one, we'll be very excited, but at the same time, we still need hard copies for our students. Thank you.
You also do your own books, like you print here.
Yes, we do a lot of publications, and the publications are mainly liturgical ones because, for example, most of the African continent have many tribes, people who speak completely different languages. And if people worship in their mother tongue, in their own languages, then that's the best language for them to really talk to God. And what we have tried to do as a seminary, when you have students from various areas who are from areas that do not have publications or new areas of mission, we ask them to work with the right now that we have the translation department, it's very helpful. People who have skills, but originally also we still had the department, but it was meant to help the arrangement and the setup of the books. Usually we start with the Divine Liturgy, then we go to Orthros and Vespers, and then other books including all the services of Holy Week and Lenten period, Pentecostalian and others. We are not able to do everything because it's too many. For example, Kenya is 46 tribes. You go to another country with 30, another country with 20. I mean, by the time you finish the African continent, we have thousands of tribes. So what we try to do is the most that we can, and then that translates into helping people to connect and worship in the Orthodox way. And then with time, then other publications come up.